Shalom, sweet people. I am Maker Strong. My Maker makes me strong. And I came to you guys today with just a quick update on what's been going on and an apology about for how long it's taken me to get back on here and send you guys a video. And then to say Happy Lunar New Year to anybody who celebrates it. There's a lot going on. Let's just start right there. There's a lot going on in the world, and I am not immune. um, if you guys are following me on Facebook, you will see pictures of a small, manageable house fire that happened here. And one thing that I will say is that as far as being an expat and living here in Mexico, um, there are codes, there are building codes that buildings have to be, stay within the standards of. But in certain places in the world where you go, those codes are not as administered, or like they're not held to the standard of the code as much. And uh, what I found out was like the grade of wire that is supposed to be in low frequency areas in the house was in my kitchen. And so for a kitchen, you're supposed to have a thicker grade of electrical wire because you have many different things, that you might be using to cook. And of course, we can't see through the walls, so we don't know what grade of wiring was put in the wall. And so, what I learned was that, how we can kind of nonchalantly leave things plugged in the States? Well, I can't do that here. So, not like even a coffee pot, I just have to unplug it when I'm not using it. And yeah, the wiring down there it's been upgraded now because of what happened. But one other thing that I wanted to say to you guys is thank you so much for the outpouring of love. The pictures are still on Facebook, but of course this happened like 3 weeks ago. So I'm usually putting missing people postings and stuff on my page. I put silly stuff there too, but you would have to kind of scroll down to see the images of the fire. And I did burn my elbows, and it took me 3 days to realize that I had burnt my elbows because I guess that's how much adrenaline was just pumping, and I was just like, you know, I don't really know how to say it. I just was like pumped full of adrenaline and not feeling anything. And I didn't go down there to do much because I didn't want to look at it. So I stayed upstairs and I wrote a book. Oh, wow. So now I'm done with the book and I need to do some formatting and some last minute editing and stuff like that. But yeah, a book was birthed out of that situation. I know it's crazy. And what else do I have to tell you guys? I am going to do a drawing, but not right now. I have to replace the things that burned. And yeah, so I do want to do it. I just don't know when. But I'm thinking maybe around my birthday, which is at the end of February. So just pray for me, that everything will go well, and then I'll be able to do it. And one thing that I wanted to leave you guys with is, sometimes when people are going through things and you don't know what to say, and you're just like, it's a lot, you know. And I don't count myself in the it's a lot category, because y'all, the things that have been going on, the fires in California and Arizona, and the earthquake that just happened, that stuff is major. Okay. So I'm definitely not counting myself in whatever, like tragedy. You know what I'm saying? But what I am saying is that the outpouring of love is so touching, and it does help. Like sometimes when you think somebody will not really value, if you just say, "Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that," or "I'm praying for you," or "My thoughts are with you." Oh, and don't tell somebody you're praying for them and you're not really praying for them. Don't do that. But anyway, but I mean, like, those words, they really do help. And even if you think it's just one little thing, it is a lot. And I just thank you guys for the love. Thank you guys for, um, staying with me on my journey. This is also a part of the journey. And even one of the things is like being alone. You know, my daughter's not here anymore. And that means that, as vigilant as I am, and I usually am, I'm very, very guarded, I'm very vigilant about a lot of stuff. But I have to put some things in place for myself, for my safety. And I mean, like I said, other than what I already have, because it doesn't always have to do with somebody hurting me. It could be just like I said, like the fire. You know what I mean? But like I said, you might think that those little comments that you say, "Oh, I'm not gonna put a comment because it's just a little something." It does help, y'all. It does mean a lot. Especially when you are going through something and you have somebody extend a hand of love, a word of concern, or a word of care. It does really mean a lot. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. And I will try to put, I'll try to be more attentive to this platform now that I can kind of level things out. It's just been a lot going on, y'all. So, anyway, be nice to people. You don't know what they're going through. All right. Shalom.